finals day here in Monaco looks set to be hotter and drier than the previous days in this sun-baked week-long EFRA 1/10 IC Track B European Championship. The day began with 20-minute quarterfinals. Qualifying heats had run to 7 minutes, so running the cars for more than twice the time in this heat was going to be a voyage of discovery for all teams. Semi-final B saw second place qualifier Leo Arnauld on pole. To get the best position in the final, it was crucial for him to stay out front, avoid battles and really establish a fast enough time to put him on pole. But fellow Frenchmen Quentin Leroux and Nicolas Landier behind him clearly weren't planning to let that happen. Well, as the buzzer sounds, Leo makes a great getaway, with Quentin in yellow and Nicolas in the pink, whilst car 4 of Thomas Guillon seems nailed to the grid. So Matteo Colavo in the white car 5 is pressuring Landier, and the rest of the pack get away cleanly. But on lap 2, drama for Landier, as Colavo makes a pass, leaving him doing acrobatics, losing several positions and not helping to improve Thomas Guillon's day. Matteo Colavo continued to show his pace, pushing past Leroux into second and taking the lead from Leo, before giving it back again on what's becoming a rather eventful corner of this track. 3/4 of the way through this more exciting of the two semis, and more troubles for Thomas Guillon. Now a back marker, he loses control after a tap from car 7 on the straight and takes out third place, it's not hard to spot him, Quentin Leroux. But ultimately, Leroux doesn't lose position, finishing in third with 70 laps, behind Colavo and Leo Arnauld, both on 71 laps. Leo doing his best to avoid the chaos and will hope to be on pole in the final, but we'll have to see how Frédéric Bourillon and others do in the Semi-A first. Well, they all get away relatively cleanly. Frédéric and car 2 of Michel Piniciero in the white and orange Nicolas Rosado staying in position for the first few laps. But Frédéric comes under pressure from Michel, and before long the Italian has taken the lead from the TQ man. Although a subsequent flame out, we assume due to delaying his pit stop to maintain his lead, dashes his hopes of pole in the main final. Later in the semi, German Patrick Gossier, the middle yellow car of this battle, third on the grid but had car trouble delaying the race, so he had to start at the back, working his way up here. Sadly for Patrick, a few laps later he has more problems and his Euros are over. Though most definitely in the final, third place Michel Piniciero behind Traugott Shah from Switzerland, with Frédéric Bourillon again immaculate with a time that would see him on pole in the final. Well, as the week draws to its last all-important 45 minutes, the final grid assembles, and behind Frédéric is Leo Arnauld, Matteo Colavo and Quentin Leroux, all from that hectic Semi-B, with Traugott Shah midway down the grid in 5th position. Well, as the starter horn sounds, Leo gets a great start into turn 1 and round the hairpin, escaping the carnage as Matteo Colavo collides with the poleman, letting orange car 7 of Nicolas Rosado into second, followed by Quentin Leroux and the rest of the field. As the mechanics scramble to get off the track, Leo Arnauld edges out before a bad corner brings the field together again. In fact, Frenchman Nicolas Rosado, who was 9th after qualifying, now looks to be making an early bid for the lead. Leo again hits that corner into the straight badly, whilst Frédéric is left chasing Rosado's coattails. A few minutes later, Frédéric's back into second, but Nicolas is hanging in there. The battle slows them somewhat, allowing Leo to put precious distance on them. 4 minutes in, he makes his first fuel stop. Frédéric joins him. Meanwhile, yellow car 5 of Traugott Shah, who is running a 5-minute fuel stop strategy, has been able to take first position. The white car, seen ahead of him, is a lap back. So briefly, Leo in second and Frédéric in third, but Traugott's pit stop puts them once again in first and second. Though Leo out front does look to be having some problems with the cornering. Once again the pair pit, and if you watch closely, the yellow flash up the straight is Traugott returning to first place. He needs to make the next minute count. But again, his pit stop puts Leo into the lead. A lead he's losing to car 1 of Frederick Barillon. And soon, Barillon makes the pass. 15 minutes in, fuel stops put Traugott back in the lead again. By making his pit stop a minute after the others, he tries to pull enough of a gap on the rest to get in and out of his fuelling and retain the position. The plan starts to work and he's up into second. A stroke of luck helps too. Frederick's mistake puts Traugott in the lead. Frederick continues to chase as Leo in third is falling away with serious handling problems. Frederick concedes the battle and goes in for fuel. Lap after lap, Shah enjoys the lead, with favourite Frederick trailing at some distance in second. And at the halfway point, Shah courteously lets third place Leo unlap himself, while Quentin Leroux keeps quiet in fourth. But with 20 minutes to go, the wheels come off Shah's strategy. Literally. Unlike the other drivers, he opts for a tyre change. This takes over a minute, and with a lap taking 16 seconds, it doesn't take long for him to sink down the field. When he makes it back onto the track, he's in 7th place. 10 minutes to go, Mattia Colavo crashes and flames out. With Frederick leading, third place Quentin Leroux makes a real push to take second from Leo Arnold's increasingly erratic car. But his fuel stop buys Leo some more time. The closing minutes of the final, and Shah has worked his way back up to fourth position, but is at least 3 laps off the lead. And the top 3 have stayed solid for 20 minutes. So, after some epic battles and a true display of cool nerves, Frederick Barillon is the 1/10th IC Track European B champion.
The start was pretty tough. I had a crash at the beginning, but at the end he kept his calm, drive smooth, and the strategy was okay. So from the beginning he was always for the control of his tire wear. So even if some other driver went in the front in the lead, we knew that Shah would have changed the tires from the beginning. So he was just in control and had the possibility to go faster. But the key was to have a good tire wear and to have the race under control.
Congratulations, you seem a little bit disappointed with second place. Are you happy?
Yes, but in all of the final, my car is very difficult to drive. The problem is my shocks is dead. All of the final. And, my car is very, very difficult to drive.
Despite it being so hard to drive, you did give Frederick a good battle for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, it's very funny, but I can't win today because Frederick is the best today.
Déjà très heureux au bout d'une semaine de course de gagner.
Frederick is very grateful with his team because he has been supported for a long time by his uncle, his friend Anthony, myself also. So he said that without it was a teamwork. 1 week of racing is pretty tough, and he's really happy about the end and the results.